What was your favorite cartoon character as a child? You have to answer quickly and honestly. Does that character match your personality? So the ability to see ourselves in cartoons is the premise behind Splash City. Our cartoon world that is a world not unlike our own, where we can project ourselves into and see ourselves. The key here is playing and changing your state from what we call a marching state, a 2D marching state. In a frenzied world, you're always marching to get to some way where you think your dreams are going to come true, or you're going to find that happiness you seek. Why do people drink or take drugs or play video games or like to escape into movies? They're changing their state. That's a good example of how much we spend our lives and how much money we spend on changing our state. So what we've come up with is a way to change your state in a healthy way to what we call from a 2D state, two-dimensional state, to a 3D state. In a 3D state, you're dancing, you're not marching. You're in a state of play, of joy, of vibrancy, and your operating system functions in that state. Now, to get from the 2D marching state to the 3D state is a process. So how do we get to that state? An information age, and while that's great and we have access to more information than we ever had, when it comes to applying that to our own personal growth is a whole nother story, because as a therapist I know full well that that's just an intellectual understanding that doesn't transform into change, real change in your life. Story changes your state instantly. Who hasn't been reading a story that the world stops? All they care about is what happens next. You know, you put everything aside when you're engaged in a story, suddenly you care. Well, you've been shifted into a different state. Each book of ours is written in what's called the hero's journey format. But the hero's journey is not just follow your bliss and everything's going to be fine like this. No, it's a process of going deep into your soul, going through the darkness and coming out the other side. You're on the journey, you're open up to possibility. Make the space for serendipity, and the more you do, the more it happens. After we wrote the books, we realized that once you put the book down, the magic kind of, and everyone's kind of experienced that, they don't want a book to end because they want that feeling that they had in that, they want that state back. So what we created is we created a daily practice that fuses story with a simple bar of soap. It's a daily practice where you are beginning your day in the shower with creating it to be a magical day and intending and focusing your day ahead to make that magic last in your life. And what we know about neuroplasticity is that we can rewire the brain to focus on more positive things than negative things, and it has an effect on our lives. So by doing Bathology every day and reading the stories, and you can make the magic last. We often forget in this information overloaded world that life is all about discovering our own story. My favorite cartoon character was Tweety Bird, because I always liked the way he outsmarted the cat with a smile. What was your favorite
Was
cartoon?
he a psychotherapist? Might as well have been.
What was your favorite cartoon?
Roadrunner.
Why?
For the same reason. Why, he outsmarted the coyote.
So you have 3 sports cars, so that's another reason.
Yeah, emotion being moving.
Yeah.